Hey everyone, and I hope you're enjoying the learning that's already happened. I hope you've seen my previous videos and have already started coming to the classes at the brokerage. Today I am doing the new agent success formula. So you always hear about agents coming in and them not knowing what the heck to do. So this is a little bit of a roadmap for you. This is exactly what you need to do to be successful. As long as you start implementing this type of strategy within the first 30 days, the momentum will carry you through for your first year. So number one, you need to start learning your MLS areas and the market. So once you get licensed and you get access to the Launchpad, you have access to the MLS. And every day I recommend you going through the MLS and looking at new listings, looking at the hot sheet, which are homes that have raised their prices or decreased their prices or something has happened, they're back on the market, and looking at anything that's expired or gone off the market, which there's barely any, but that's still a habit that I want you to look for every day. And then see what homes are closing at too. You can see the homes that have recently sold in certain areas where you're searching. All of these things are extremely important. This is what actually separates you from the rest, okay? So number one, MLS areas. When you're out with a buyer, the agent who has the most local knowledge and who can speak the best about the rates, the days on market, the prices in the area, how much people are overpaying possibly in that area, and the strategies to win. The most knowledgeable agent for buyers will keep them and retain them. Also, when you're presenting to a seller, if you know exactly what's going on in the market, where to price it exactly, what the homes have sold for in the area, all of them that have sold in the last 6 months, that you can just rattle those off the top of your head, that will make you stand out from the competition. And that is what sellers are looking for. They're looking for experts. So I want you to be an expert in the MLS areas in the first 30 days. And you can reach out to me to help, or you can reach out to Katie Frederick. Number two, lead gen. We got to stop being scared of lead gen. This is going to be something that you're going to do your whole career. This never stops. And I've got a few ideas for you when you're first getting started, okay, for lead gen. But number one needs to be 40% of what you do every day that you're working on your real estate business. So Boomtown, our brokerage offers Boomtown. You can start with a free account. You can pay for an upgraded account and get leads from the broker if you choose to do that. But Boomtown, you can put your VIP people in here. You can put your open house people in here. You need to have one of these things going right away. This can generate leads. Number two is RedX. I have a little discount code. This gives you information on expired listings, on probate listings, on neighborhood phone numbers if you need. You can do for sale by owners and for rent by owners, as well as data on the house, like who built it, floor plans, stuff like that. It does cost money. I would pick one lead source to start with if you're gonna go this way, but this is reaching out to people who are raising their hand saying they need to sell, okay? So this is something that I did too, by the way. It was a great way for me to get started. The last one on here I have is BombBomb. And this is a tool. I've got a code for a little, I think it's like a 5 or 7 day trial, where you can actually do videos like the ones that I'm doing right now and send those out to your client list. It really is super effective. A lot of lenders I know do it, and it sends out a little email with an interactive little pane, and then they click on it and it plays the video. You can see how much they watched it. You get all kinds of analytics, and then you know whether or not to reach out to them and call them, because they may possibly be a hot lead, especially if they're watching that video over and over, which happens all the time, guys. So BombBomb, very, very powerful tool for lead gen. All right, number three, scripts. Everyone hates scripts. I don't hate scripts. I don't call them scripts, I call them conversation guides. A lot of the reasons why you get into the business and you feel a little funky at first, like you don't know what you're talking about, is because you don't know what to say. So we're gonna provide you with tons of scripts to get the party started here. And you need to memorize those scripts at first, word for word, internalize them, and then you can tweak them once you've mastered them. But the scripts that you're gonna look for, number one is networking. Everyone forgets this, okay? But this is your introduction to what you're doing. All right, networking, you need to say your name, what you do and how you help. It needs to be less than 30 seconds. You need to have a POC or a circle, like your circle of people that are VIPs. You need to have a script for circle prospecting or door knocking, either or. I used to use a hot market script. Did you know that the market was hot and that the home up the street sold and there was 3 other offers? So that means there's 3 other buyers that are qualified looking in the area. Do you know anyone who's interested? Are you interested? You know, what's your name, phone number, yada, yada. You also need to have scripts for any other lead source that you're gonna go after. If you're gonna go after buyers, you need to have buyer scripts, buyer qualifications as far as, do you have a lender? How long have you been looking? What areas? What are you looking for? You know, is there anything special that you're looking for? And is there any features that would lock it in for you? Seller scripts, you need to qualify the seller. And all of these are available to you here through the program. Number 4, systems. So this is how you take basically I call it the burger. You take the burger and you start an assembly line, okay? So if you've ever had a fast food job or a job where you've made a sandwich or something, you know, the first time you do it, it's super stressful, sandwich is messy, and it takes too long, right? That's because you don't have the system in place. So once you have the system in place, you know when to put the lettuce on, how much the tomato goes on, exactly how much meat goes on, and it becomes something that you can repeat over and over, and you can do more and more and more and fit more of those transactions in your pipeline. So number 1 for systems, you need the CRM. I already mentioned Boomtown. It doesn't have to be that. It can be something else. That's one that I recommend. You need somewhere to put all your contacts when you're doing open houses, when you're meeting your VIPs, your friends and family, and any leads that you generate. They need to go somewhere. They need to go in that CRM. Number 2, you need to have a calendar for time blocking. This is super important. This is how you set up your day. Whether you're generating business in the morning for 2 or 3 hours, then you've got lunch, then you've got time in the rest of your day for your appointments. If you don't put it on your schedule, it's not gonna happen. I can't tell if it's gonna happen, and this is how professionals do it. So just to recap real quick, the new agent success formula: expert in your MLS, know the areas, know the days on market, know the pricing. Okay, this will make you stand out to your clients, buyers and sellers. Number 2, lead gen. You will always have to do lead gen. You can get Boomtown for leads, you can cold call for leads, you can do BombBob for leads. There's actually 50 different ways to generate business. We're gonna go over that in the class. This is just a couple, but have that in mind. You need to have 2 or 3, and we're gonna focus on that with you. Number 3, scripts, or what I like to call them is conversation guides. This will give you the confidence to talk to people in the field about real estate. And you need to have your networking real estate script down, and you need to have the few other ones that I mentioned. Number 4, this is gonna take you to the next level. You need to have systems so you can repeat that process, streamline it, make it better. And this is your roadmap for the first 30 days in your first year in real estate. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I look forward to speaking with you on the next one.